What's up, sports fans? Do you think you have what it takes to go up against one of our trivia experts?
Well, you can see when you fill out the form in the description to have a chance to be on our next show.
And while you're doing that, make sure to check out our latest episode of the Double Team Talk Show. What's good, sports fans? Welcome back to the NBA All-Star special of the Double Team Talk Show. Robert, explain what we got going on today.
So today we're going to get our own AllStar Draft as well as figuring out whose team would win if we played against each other. So I'll be Team LeBron and Jackson will be Team Durant. So we'll see who's going to win. I get the first pick, and with my first pick, I'm picking Luka Doncic.
Really interesting choice right there from you, Robert. Well, with the second pick for Team Kevin Durant, I will be taking Giannis Antetokounmpo. I need a two-time MVP to anchor this defense without Kevin Durant.
And my runner-up pick for the MVP, I'm taking with the third pick, Joel Embiid. I think he's going to be a great facilitator for the team. I think that he'll be a very good center. So this will overall for my team, this would be a great addition because who doesn't like a three-point shooter at your center position?
You're right. He should be able to bring some flair to that team. For the third pick in the draft, I will be taking Kawhi Leonard. I'm going a defense-centric team. I like to play hard in the All-Star game, so I'm going to try to shut you down, Robert.
Well, I'm going to give you somebody that you can't do anything about. I'm taking Steph Curry with my pick. I think that there would be no way you could shut him down. A three-point shooter, I always need the shooting. I'm going to stick him at shooting guard and actually play Luka Doncic at the one for this. So we'll see how you fare against my pick.
Well, Robert, Steph Curry was actually going to be my next pick, so you kind of robbed me right there. So instead, to combat Joel Embiid, I'm going to take who I think right now is playing at an MVP level, Nikola Jokic. I expect him to get a triple-double in this game, and I think he has a chance to be the All-Star Game MVP.
Well, I'm going to take back what I said with Luka being my starting point guard because my starting point guard right now is with my next pick, Kyrie Irving. I think he'll be great on this team. We've got a facilitating offense. Him and LeBron are going to rejoin together. They're going to have some of that 2016 Cleveland back there. So overall, it's going to be a great team. So that's my starting five. Jackson, who are your next two picks?
Well, by picking Kyrie Irving, you automatically give me Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum. And I see no problem with that. I think Jason Tatum will slot in fine for the injury replacement of Kevin Durant. And Bradley Beal should provide some much-needed scoring for my team.
Well, it's on you for the reserves, so let's hear your pick.
First pick, since I am lacking slightly at the point guard position, I can get Damian Lillard off the bench. Just a couple years ago, Damian Lillard had an incredible All-Star performance. I expect him to be full Dame time.
Well, I got to go with one of my favorite players right now. He might not be what most people think is the first pick for the reserves, but I'm a really big fan. He's also my fantasy basketball team, so I'm a little bit partial, but I'm taking Devin Booker with my first reserves pick. I think I need to reinforce my backcourt a little bit, and this shooting addition would be a great spot where I need points.
Well, I can't deny that Devin Booker is an incredible player and very of an all-star appearance. I'm delighted that you take him. And with my next pick, I'm going to take James Harden. I am hoping he can also help facilitate this team, but then also get a bucket whenever he needs. He is a very entertaining player, and I like entertaining players on my team.
For my next pick, I'm going to get a great rebounder because I need some front court. So I'm taking Domantas Sabonis. I think that as a force in the fourth spot, he'll be a great rebounder. He's a really good defender, and he'll get you points. He's averaging 21 right now, so this will be a great coming off the bench scorer. He'll get you some great minutes, great defense, great rebounding, everything. That's a solid addition for me.
Wow. Very interesting picks, Robert. I gotta say, you're kind of helping me out in this bench. I personally feel that way. With my next pick, I'm going to take Ben Simmons. Going back to the theme of defense, I think he is the front runner for the Defensive Player of the Year award, and hopefully he can lock up your boy Domantas Sabonis.
So with this next pick, I'm going with some more defense because obviously Jackson has a very defensive-oriented team. So for me, I have to go with the obvious choice for defense, Rudy Gobert. I needed a backup center because I put Domantas Sabonis as my power forward position. So Rudy Gobert with the center, as long as he doesn't get a poor matchup, averaging 2.7 blocks this year, nobody's coming in to paint against him.
Yeah, the Stifle Tower is a good pick, But I'm going to continue my bench theme of running the backcourt, and I'm going to take my homeboy, Zach LaVine. Probably, I would say, the most entertaining player on this bench, at least, and I need him to bring some high-flying dunks.
Speaking of high-flying dunks, I'm taking Zion Williamson. I think that as a rookie, this will be his not a rookie anymore, but this is sophomore season. This will be a great addition for the team. I think that he'll bring some youth to my team, considering my team is pretty old in terms of average age. So I think Zion is going to be a very good addition. The dunks, the highlighting, the spectacles, that's everything you want in an All-Star game, and he's going to give it to you.
Man, Roberts. That was my next one. So to readjust, I take Paul George, Pandemic P, as he was called last year, but he's having a nice comeback season. I think he should be a great addition to the team, provide some defense, some more defense for the team, and some much-needed shooting.
Well, I'm going to take a different Paul. I'm taking Chris Paul. I think I need some facilitators in the backcourt. I need to run a little bit of offense because, not everything can be high-flying. Not everything can be highlight plays. But Chris Paul, he'll get you highlight plays, but he'll also get you everything else you need from your point guard.
That is a very good pick. Chris Paul, the point guard, as everyone likes to call him, is having an incredible year, and he should benefit the team very much. But with my next pick, I'm going to take Nikola Vucevic, a criminally underrated player, having the best season of his career, and he should just provide some big man depth for me.
Yeah, speaking of big man, I'm taking another power forward, which is kind of what the Knicks did last year, and I'm taking the Knicks power forward, Julius Randle. And with Julius Randle, I think that he was definitely worthy of an All-Star. This is his breakout year, and he's actually my pick for most improved player because after his stint with the Pelicans, everyone thought that he was on the rise. And in New York, Tom Thibodeau has really brought it out of him. So for me, my next pick, Julius Randle.
A much improved player indeed. Now, this last pick will determine yours, Roberts. So I'm going to play a little strategy here. To make sure that Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell do not get together on your team, I will be taking Donovan Mitchell, which will give you Jaylen Brown. How do you feel about that?
I'm not mad about it. I think Jaylen Brown has had a solid year. I am a little bit upset about not picking Donovan Mitchell, although this has kind of formed into what happened in the actual All-Star Draft with the Jazz being very late picks. However, Jaylen Brown, welcome to the team. Well, as our draft comes to an end, I'm Team LeBron. And Team LeBron, we have, as my point guard, we have Kyrie Irving, my shooting guard, Steph Curry, small forward, Luka Doncic, LeBron, the captain, and the power forward, and my center rounding out, Joel Embiid.
And don't forget about my team, highlighted by Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic.
I personally think I have the better bench. I have some great size with Rudy Gobert, some high flyers like Zion. I have facilitators like Chris Paul and some criminally underrated players like Devin Booker and Julius Randle.
I would like to think that you had a better fit maybe as a team, but I went with pure star power, and that's what I think matters in the All-Star game. My bench, highlighted by Damian Lillard, James Harden, Ben Simmons, Paul George, Zach LaVine, all guys that are big names in the NBA.
Thanks for watching this All-Star special of the Double Team Talk Show. Comment down below who you think will win the real All-Star game and ours.
And don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter at MVHSMain.
I'm Robert Stewart and that's Jackson Corbett. We'll see you next time.